In one of my recent videos, I asked professional players if they use a 3U or 4U racket. That video did really well, so in this video I thought it would be a cool idea to ask players what badminton string they currently use in their racket. Ultimately, what types of strings are preferred by the pros. Just a quick reminder to please subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get to 3k subs. Thank you. Let's first talk about some players who I contacted through Instagram. So Hee from Korea, the world ranked number 2 women's doubles player, said that she uses the Yonex Aerobite strings. Li Yang from Chinese Taipei in the men's doubles says he plays with the Yonex BG 80s. I also contacted the mixed doubles player Thom from France, and he said that he also uses the Yonex BG 80s. From asking players and researching online, it seems like the Yonex Aerobite, BG 80 and BG 65 Ti are some of the most popular Yonex badminton strings. You can see here on this chart from Yonex how they compare against each other. The BG 80 strings are some of the most hardest feeling strings from Yonex, whereas the Aerobite strings and the BG 65 Ti's are more balanced, the Aerobite being a thinner string with more repulsion power, and the BG 65 Ti having better durability. In terms of some Victor sponsored players, I did message the mixed doubles pair Shevon Lai and Huat from Malaysia. Shevon Lai uses the Victor VBS 63 strings, while her partner Huat chooses to use the VBS 70 strings. Both of these strings are medium feeling strings, and the number on the VBS strings determines the thickness of them. So that means the VBS 63 is a very thin string at 0.63mm, while the VBS 70 is more durable at 0.70mm. Because of the VBS 63 being a thinner string, it has more repulsion power. The women's singles player Kirsty Gilmour also chooses to use the Victor VBS 70 strings. From Li Ning, 2 players that I contacted, Anders Rasmussen from Denmark and Yeo Jia Min from Singapore, both use the Li Ning number 1 strings. This is a thin string at 0.65mm, and Li Ning market the string to have great repulsion power and also have a good balance between good control as well. If I were to choose a Li Ning string, the Li Ning number 1 would probably be the one that I would try. In the past year, Yonex have created their own Team Yonex player profiles for their Instagram. Some of the most recent ones which would be most accurate for 2022 would be for Ratchanok Intanon, the number 8 women's singles player. She uses the Yonex BG 65 Ti strings. These are also the same strings of the world number 1 men's doubles player, Fernaldi Gideon. His partner, Sukamuljo, uses the Yonex Aerobite boost strings. You can see on the graph here, the Yonex boost strings are more hard feeling than the normal Aerobite strings. Of course, these strings are the hybrid strings that Yonex has as well. The Yonex Aerobite boost strings are actually thicker, with the cross string being 0.72mm compared to 0.67mm in the normal Aerobites. Ansi Young from Korea, sponsored by Yonex, uses the BG 80 strings. The mixed doubles pair Lauren Smith and Marcus Ellis are also shown to have the BG 80 strings in their rackets. From China, Jiao uses strings that haven't been mentioned yet on the video, the BG 66 Ultimax. These strings are more of a medium to soft feeling string, but also has a thin 0.65mm thickness, allowing it to be one of Yonex's most highest repulsion power strings. Yonex even have more professional players' strings on their Instagram that weren't mentioned in the video, but a lot of them are from almost a year ago now, so it might not necessarily be exactly what they play with in 2022. Hopefully you found this useful and knowing exactly what a lot of the top professional players choose to play with. If you guys know of any other players' strings that they currently use now, please leave it in the comments. Also, I do have a video breaking down all of the different types of Yonex strings on my channel, which will be in the description. Thank you for watching and have an awesome day.